Susannah Mushatt Jones, America's bacon-loving supercentenarian. When most of us think about what it takes to live past 100, we imagine strict diets, endless exercise routines, or maybe some secret potion locked away in a hidden village. But Susannah Mushatt Jones, who lived at a remarkable age of 116 years, had a very different story to tell. Born in Alabama in 1899, just before the dawn of the 20th century, Susannah saw more change in her lifetime than most of us can even imagine. She lived through 2 world wars, the civil rights movement, the rise of the automobile, the invention of the airplane, the space race, and the arrival of smartphones. She bridged centuries of history, all while keeping a surprisingly simple daily routine. And here's the part that fascinates so many people. Her favorite breakfast was bacon, eggs, and grits. Every morning, without fail, she enjoyed this hearty Southern meal. No kale smoothies, no trendy supplements. Just bacon sizzling in the pan, eggs cooked just the way she liked them, and a side of creamy grits. Now, you might think, how could someone live so long while eating bacon almost every day? Well, Susannah's life is a powerful reminder that longevity isn't only about the foods we eat. It's also about balance, moderation, and the choices we make outside of the kitchen. Susannah never smoked. She never drank alcohol. She also believed in the healing power of rest. Unlike our fast-paced culture today, where people brag about working late or running on 4 hours of sleep, Susannah valued getting plenty of rest and giving her body the chance to recharge. She loved naps, and she didn't feel guilty about them. Her life teaches us something many longevity researchers are now rediscovering. Comfort and moderation can work together in surprising ways. It's not about living on lettuce leaves or pushing yourself to the extreme. It's about creating rhythms and routines that your body can sustain for decades. Beyond her personal habits, Susannah had another secret weapon: love for people. She never had children of her own, but she poured her heart into her more than 100 nieces and nephews. Family was at the center of her life. She believed in staying connected, giving kindness, and finding joy in the company of others. Think about that for a moment. Modern science shows that loneliness is one of the biggest killers in America today. It increases the risk of heart disease, dementia, and even early death. Susannah, on the other hand, was never truly alone. Surrounded by family, she received constant affection and returned it tenfold. And then there's her attitude. Susannah lived through times of deep hardship, poverty, racial discrimination, wars, economic crises. But she remained hopeful. She worked as a housekeeper and nanny for most of her life, often doing hard physical work. Yet she found dignity in her labor and never let bitterness weigh her down. Her faith and optimism gave her an inner strength that carried her for more than a century. Let's pause here, because there's an important lesson. When we hear about supercentenarians, people who live past 110, we often expect to find one magical habit that explains everything. But Susannah's story suggests something different. Longevity isn't magic. It's layers. It's the food you eat, yes, but also the sleep you get, the habits you avoid, the love you nurture, and the outlook you carry. Imagine her morning, waking up slowly, enjoying a plate of bacon, eggs, and grits, chatting with family members, or reading the news, and not rushing off in distress. There's wisdom in that simple rhythm. It reminds us that life isn't a race. It's a long journey, and pacing ourselves matters. Even in her later years, Susannah maintained a sense of independence. She enjoyed dressing herself in beautiful clothes, wearing her signature pearls, and keeping a sense of dignity. Those small acts of self-care may seem trivial, but they reflect a mindset of self-respect that's so important for aging well. So, what can we learn from Susannah Mushatt Jones? Enjoy food without fear. A little bacon won't kill you. What matters is balance and moderation. Pair enjoyment with smart choices. Prioritize rest. Sleep is medicine. Don't underestimate its power to heal and restore. Avoid harmful habits. She never smoked, never drank, proving that what you don't do matters just as much as what you do. Stay connected. Family, friends, community, these are not luxuries. They're lifelines. Keep your spirit strong. Resilience, optimism, and faith can carry you through decades of challenges. By the time she passed away in 2016, Susannah had lived through 20 U.S. presidents. She witnessed history unfold in ways most of us only read about in books. And yet, when asked about her secret, she didn't point to science or special diets. She simply lived each day with balance, comfort, and love. Her story invites us to rethink what longevity means. Maybe it's not about chasing the next health craze or obsessing over the latest anti-aging supplement. Maybe it's about the quiet consistency of good habits, mixed with the joy of life's little pleasures. The truth is, most of us won't live to 116, but we can live better, fuller, and more joyful lives by following the example of people like Susannah Mushatt Jones. Because longevity is not only about adding years to your life, it's about adding life to your years. So tomorrow morning, when you pour your coffee and think about breakfast, maybe you'll remember Susannah. Maybe you'll smile at the idea that one of the world's oldest women enjoyed bacon almost every day. And maybe, just maybe, you'll find inspiration in the balance she struck, a life of moderation, rest, love, and joy. That perhaps is the real secret of a long life.